So I'm Patti Vanoven, and I'm a school bus driver. I've been a school bus driver for 22 or 3 years, and the table I'm standing at was a table I had raising 8 children, 4 of our own and 4 of my nephews. Dan and I sit at one end, and my mom and dad at the other end. So there was 12 of us every night, and 16 gallons a week of milk, 5 pounds of potatoes a meal, and it was a working thing. We loved it. And now, after the children left, I have 3 closets of my own. No, 2.5 I have to share. And my husband and I made these little shelf things underneath this table and made it my sewing table, my gift wrapping table, my crafts table. And at this point I'm doing pictures for 6 months. And my love is, of course, my family, and I want to leave them with warmth, so I make quilts. And outdoors, I like, in the summer I don't come in here at all. I do yard work and gardening and just family gatherings and such. But my quilts is something I narrowed all my hobbies down to doing. There was a lot of things I had in this room that I just knew I was never going to get back to doing, painting and watercolors and all these other things, and I was just like, I need to think realistically, and I sold everything, even scrapbooking stuff, and narrowed it down to 2 hobbies, indoor hobbies anyway, and that was quilting and beading. And now I'm back to crocheting a little bit, but that's okay, as long as it's small. Keep it down, not have closets full of almost done things, it's just not okay. So when I finish this, I'm going to go back to Eddie's quilt, which I've got ready to go together, but when I started all the pictures, I stopped it. Now I got to go back to doing it, but this is the quilt that is next. It's all the light things in life. It's called the log cabin quilt pattern, and you can do a lot with it, a lot of different designs you wouldn't believe. You can make it Indian looking, you can make it look like a star when you place these this way and that. But at any rate, usually there's fire in the hearth, they call it, log cabin. The dark things in life, the light things in life. And if you had this kind of a quilt hanging over your banister back in the day of, what do you call it, the slave trade days, the slaves that were trying to escape knew that they had a safe haven in your home. And that's the story that came in the book that I got, that I follow the directions for. And I'm not a perfect quilter. When I finish the quilt, I have to fudge here and there, and I have a girlfriend who said, "Oh yeah, I see them all," and she was just teasing me. But at any rate, I got a big kick out of it, and I realized that all those little mistakes and everything, nobody else really sees. You do. They're there, but we're always hardest on ourselves. But at any rate, you can see why it's the love of my life doing that kind of thing, is because my children will always feel it and know that I thought of them the whole time I was making it, even if it was 3 or 4 years. And that, my grandchildren might like it, and they might say, I'm going to do that too when I grow up. And I don't know, a little piece of you kind of carries on, and everybody wants to be remembered. So, the rest of my life is an array of so many things, and you just go with the flow of who needs you the worst and when. But the grandchildren are just like the bee's knees for me. I love having the water guns and the water balloons and the pool and the best place to go. And I take them fishing, and if I could take them hunting, I would. But I just want to I don't know, enjoy them while they still want to be around me. They don't have better friends. And I guess that's probably the height of my life, is watching my kids grow and my kids raise their kids, and being a part of it, being included in on it is important to me. And the main reason I quit smoking 21 or 22 years ago was because I didn't want my kids coming back saying, Mom, my kids smelled like smoke and my husband's not going to let them stay with you anymore. You know, that type of thing. And so I quit smoking. And it was through prayer that I was able to do that. Everybody in our church was praying for me, and the Lord let me do it. Anyway, that's my story.
Thank you. Thank you.